Sure is a beautiful spot. Very quiet. And that's where we're going down into the woods. There's a little pond right back over here. Let's go check it out. Bright sunshine right on my face coming out. Feels beautiful. It's a chilly morning. Woke up, it was 47 degrees, which is great Catskill weather. There was some mist on the horizon. There's been a lot of rain here lately, so looks like the water's up a bit. I'll show you. This looks like crossing. We got some water here. So this ought to be fun. I've got two nice trees to tie off to temporarily. Here's an old cedar. It'll still be alive just a little bit at the top. Makes for a good tie off. And this one right over here is going to do just fine. We've got some nice natural stone here. It's in a good place. Clear out some of this underbrush, clear off the ground, see what we have. Nice and level. Let's break out some tools and get clearing. Alright, I went out and I found a nice sturdy ridgepole, and I got it about the height that I'd like it. Might be a little higher than I like it, but it'll work. I'm up here to get to it. I made up a Canadian jam knot. I'll give you a close-up on it later, but basically it's just one knot tied on the end and another one loosely tied behind it. I want to go diagonally around my log and around the tree. And through the loose overhand knot, wrench this down really tight. I will come back later and reinforce all these knots. This is just holding in place while I build. Nice and sturdy. All right. Okay, on this side I propped it up. Since I have no natural prop here, I propped it up with a branch with a little Y on it. That'll hold just fine while I tie her off. Same idea, I'm going to use another Canadian gem knot. Thank you, Joe. Half of my ridge. With Canadian gem knots, this side needed some braces because there's no natural way to support it. Where on the other side I've got a nice cedar tree with lots of arms sticking out, and I've got it all secured over there as well with gem knots. So that's going nowhere. I can hear the pot boiling. Time for lunch. Well, time to start getting lunch ready anyway. Yes, we have got a nice rolling boil, a minute or so. First thing I'll do, I'll pull off the water for my tea. That's important. And if I took too much water for that, I could always put some back. It's not the end of the world. And right into my shepherd's pie mix. Now basically you just want to cover this. You can go a little bit extra, wouldn't hurt any. Give it a quick mix. Let's see, we've got some dehydrated ground beef, dehydrated corn, peas, green beans, and some carrots. All in here. I usually shoot for about 130 to 150 grams. Makes a nice meal. If I know I'm going to be hiking distance or canoeing, I will make them a bit bigger. I burn a lot more calories versus hanging in the woods with you and enjoying a day pretty relaxed, not really getting too beat up. I did reserve a little bit of water to rehydrate the taters. I'll just let that simmer just another second or two, and I've got a little thermal mitt to put the food in while it rehydrates for 15 minutes, 20 minutes would be great. Longer the better as far as I'm concerned. And I'll kill the stove and save some alcohol for later. It's a good little item. It beats having to set up a fire in this situation. You know, 1, 2, 3, and I'm in the middle of the woods with a nice cup of hot tea and a nice hot lunch. So you just can't go wrong with this setup. If I had to start a fire and cook a steak or burgers or something else, it would take significantly longer. And I can actually have this cooking and rehydrating while I get some other work done. So it's, all in all, it's a win-win. All right, I'll see you in 15 minutes to complete the shepherd's pie. Okay, it's the top of the hour. It's been 20 minutes. Let's see how the filling rehydrated. Get a good view. Okay, I had to add just a little bit of water to the shepherd's pie stuffing or the mix. That's in the small pan here. Let me give you a look. It's nice and hydrated now. It's been sitting another 5 or 10 minutes. That's ready to go. Next we'll be adding the mashed, which instant mash you get from the grocer. It's very good. It's seasoned. I think it's garlic mashed potatoes, which is always my favorite. Take the lid off. And I will just sprinkle the dry potatoes right on top of the mix. This is why I like to have a nice wet mix. I don't want to be pulling moisture out of the stuffing. Now I will rake that over the top nice and evenly. And I've reboiled a little bit of water that I reserved. It's nice and hot. Matter of fact, I'll turn this off as well. Hydrate the taters. Now, if you're careful, to keep it level, just cover the taters. Now you get a little bleed through, a few veg, maybe a little meat. But as the potatoes rehydrate, I just mix them up a little bit. Try not to go down into the mix, giving us the classic shepherd's pie. I usually put a little bit more water on this, on the potatoes. but I don't like to put too much in all at once. A little at a time. A little at a time. And once it starts to get hydrated, you use the smooth part of the spoon. Maybe just a little more water. There we go, let it cool. And the potatoes will hydrate up into the water. And I guess if you were campfire cooking, you could put a little bit of cheese on top of this maybe. And then put it next to the campfire and let it melt or roast up. I could dig that. And let that hydrate up before I start chowing down. And a little more water for my tea is always welcomed. Well, cheers guys. Enjoy your lunch. I know I will. Never forget to bring a little bit of candy into the woods. Yum. About half of what we're going to build, but this might be about as far as I get today. It's getting late in the day. Got to pack up and get back to my camp right now. We got to have a fire tonight. And I'm going to cook a steak, so I might take a few shots of that this evening. It was a good day's work. We got cleared out. I put up a wood shelter. I got my ridge up, and my basic skeleton is in place. A few more poles in between these poles, a whole bunch going across, and then we can start weaving in some materials. I'm going to put a tarp on top of this structure, but I just want plenty to hold the tarp in position before I put it on. We get quite a bit of snow here. We are in the snow belt. The better I secure everything, the longer this will last. And I'd like to be able to come out here in the middle of winter and snowshoe in. It's real beautiful here in the wintertime after a fresh snow, or for that matter during a snow. It's pretty crazy here. There's a big deer population, so you'll see quite a few through here. I even saw a 460-pound bear about 2 years ago right here on this property. So, you know, we've got company. We'll have to use all our regular bear precautions, of course, careful with food and whatnot. But that's a good start. I'm just going to relax and enjoy some camp life. If I do something interesting, I'll try to get close up on it. I may cut down some more poles. There's a lot of dead wood to be cut down around here, so I got to just take a walk with my saw, and I'll bring back some more supplies. Alright, I'm going to pause it here. Posts, tie down all the beams, put on cross members. I'm almost ready to break out a couple of tarps and give myself some shelter here. I'm not going to try to build the second half today. I'm just going to take down my temporary shelter, and I'm going to sort this whole situation out, get everything cleaned up.